listening to Rockford's only year-round show devoted to local high school and college sports. This is the Stateline Sports Hour on News Talk 1440 WROK.
We're back here at the Stateline Sports Hour, July 5th. Dave Schmidt, Matt Nestor, and producer Tom Warner. And right now we're going to talk some football. We love football, not that far away.
Yeah, right around the corner.
And with us right now, we have a very special guest, Boylan quarterback Demry Croft. And just this past week, he says, I'm going to Minnesota. First of all, congratulations, Demry, on your choice.
Thank you.
You know, when you look at Minnesota, I know you were at a camp there recently. What was about the school that made you say, this is where I want to be?
I went up there with my dad, and I really liked walking around and seeing the facilities, and that's what really sold me.
Are you excited about the chance to play some Big Ten football?
That also.
And when you talk to them, is it a situation where they're really looking for you to come in, maybe not year one, I'm not sure what the situation is, but looking to come in and give you a chance to play?
It is. Coach Z said when you come in here, there's a spot to compete for the starting position. There's a spot to compete. So looking forward to that.
And I think you have a cousin up there that plays a little wide receiver, too. Did that help?
It does, just a little bit.
Yeah. What did he tell you about Minnesota? Did he give you some insight, Demry?
He just told me it's cold and be ready for some big hits.
Gotcha. When you commit now, was there ever a thought in your mind, maybe if I hang out a little bit longer, one of the quote-unquote bigger schools might come in, or was this a situation where you said, what, I've got somebody that really wants me, and I like that feeling?
It was more of that situation. Even if another big school comes through, I wouldn't take it, because I'm 110% committed to Minnesota.
When you look at all this, Demry, you're signing early, and that takes a little bit of pressure off you. Now you can concentrate on your senior season at Boylan and hopefully keep that winning streak going.
Yes, sir.
When you look at it, you guys, if you're probably in some workouts, I'm sure. What do you look at when you look forward to your senior season here? What do you guys have coming back?
This year coming back, we have a lot of, last year doing these incoming seniors now, but we have a lot of us coming back. Offense and defense, a lot of the offensive lines coming back. The defense should be pretty solid this year, keeping the field short. And receivers we have coming back this year are very solid as well.
Last year you tried to make the season pretty exciting. You came in at halftime in the Hononegah game, led the team back to the win. The Belvedere North game was one of the most exciting games I had seen in a long time. And it's kind of exciting when you get in a game like that, isn't it, Demry?
It always is. When the blood's high and the intensity is also high as well, and the crowd's going crazy, it's a great feeling.
You guys were really, really close to another special season there last year with the deep run in the playoffs. Is that something you guys, especially as seniors, look at as a goal, as maybe trying to make it back downstate?
Always. Coach always pushes us, to be our best, and to be your best, you have to make a nice run, so that's what we strive to do.
Coach Cacciatore, after he's been there 2 years now and he keeps the streak going, and you had a little bit of a change because, with Dan Apino leaving, they did some different things, and they fit you in just perfectly, didn't they, in the offense at Boylan?
Yeah, everything fit perfectly. Coach is a great guy, and he knows what he's talking about.
When you look back at this past season and kind of talking about your chance now to sign with Minnesota, how big of an opportunity was it for you for a senior like Brock Stoll to take a step down and kind of let you take that position over?
That just shows what kind of person he is. He's a great person, and he wanted what was best for the team. So I thank him a lot for doing that, and it helped in the long run.
You guys made a couple of good connections during the year too. In that Hononegah game and all that stuff. So it was a good move for both of you, basically.
Yes, sir.
When you look at this upcoming season, we kind of talked about that a little bit. Obviously, especially now that you signed with Minnesota, everybody's going to be keying in on you on the offensive side of the ball. Who are some of the players on offense that you're going to be looking to step up to help take some of that load off of you?
Coming back, starting receivers, Ryan Stan II against Alawanski. Then coming in now, we have Steve Harris, Sr., Aaron Magaro. We have a couple juniors now that have stepped up a lot in practice, been hitting them. and they've been doing very well.
Has it surprised you a lot, Demry? I know you're getting a lot of attention. I know Edgy Tim, who has a service, a recruiting service. You're all over the place. Did that kind of surprise you, that of all the attention, and is it kind of fun to be going through that right now?
Oh, it is. It's very surprising. You know, I never really thought just committing to a college would be so big like that. But it is what it is, and I'm just going to try, not to pay attention to it and just focus on high school football now.
A lot of people think that, summertime, you just kind of do nothing, and then football season starts, We all know that it's busy, so what are your plans, for the next, month or so until you get to football practice?
For the next month or so, in a few weeks, I'm going up to Minnesota for a barbecue, and after that, we're going to Myrtle Beach.
Nice. Nice.
And then nothing but workouts in between, I guess?
Yes, sir.
Demry, when I looked at the media after you committed to Minnesota, they really loved you a lot. Did you get a lot of contacts from the media up in Minnesota when you made your commitment? Because I saw nothing but very complimentary things, and they feel they've hit a gold mine with you.
Yes, I did. Like right after, I had a lot of people on Twitter. I had me as a friend on there, and they were just talking about how they liked me, and I said thank you. It was awesome. It's a great feeling to know that people like you already and want you to come in and do your best.
There's one guy that keeps sending you some pretty neat pictures of you. I don't know how he does it, but they're pretty cool. It's pretty neat how that relationship's grown, hasn't it?
It really is really neat. I can't wait to meet these great people up in Minnesota, and thank them in person.
What are going to be some of your goals once you get to Minnesota as far as what you want to accomplish in your career there?
First and foremost, I'd like to, major in business and, get that started, get a degree in that, and then for football, as far as that, just do my best, try to beat some of the powerhouse Big Ten teams, and then possibly play in a Rose Bowl game.
Nice. That would be great. Then we could brag that we knew you, Demry. Is that okay?
That's all right.
Hey, you talked about business. Is schooling pretty important to you? Was that one of the things you looked at, too, when you picked Minnesota?
It is, because they have 19 of the 500 Fortune companies up there, and they get things really moving up there in the business industry.
Well, that's not a bad place to be centered out of, then.
Exactly.
And they got the Mall of America, don't they, Demry?
They do, and it's amazing.
Did you get to take a little tour of that when you were up there for the camp?
I did.
Yeah. And that camp was basically what turned the tide for you. When did you decided to go to Minnesota, that camp a couple of weeks ago you attended?
Yes.
Yep. Well, Demry, thanks so much. We sure appreciate you taking the time, and I know we'll be rooting for you this year as well as we will when you go to Minnesota.
Thank you.
We've been talking to Boylan quarterback Demry Croft, and it's got to be a little overwhelming. Last year you're not even the starting quarterback for Boylan. Next thing you know, people from all over the country are talking about you and calling you up.
Right. And well, like I said, you just look at the kind of the steps he's taken. Like I said, at the beginning of the year last year, he's not even the starting quarterback. They work him in a little bit, but he's not even the starter. Then he almost leads the team downstate. And then at that point, kind of in the winter, again, we had Edgy Tim on recruiting services saying, he's going to play, but maybe not as a quarterback. He might have to switch positions, something like that, to the point we are now where, not only is he going to a Big Ten school, but he's going as a quarterback, and it's somebody that they want, and they're going to give a shot to get out there and play. And
those camps that they go to really changed it. I mean, I know that the more I saw him going to camps this summer, the more I heard people get rid of the other part. They wanted him as a quarterback.
Yeah. Well, and here's going to be the other fun thing as you watch him develop over the next few years. This is a kid that has a realistic NFL shot, I think. I mean, I know that's a lot to talk about, when he's not even at college yet. But you just look at his size and his build, and he's got a good arm and things like that, and he's going to a Big Ten school. If they develop him properly and stuff like this could be somebody 4 years from now that we're saying, hey, where's he going to go in the NFL draft, something like that. So it'll be really fun to watch his career, see if he gets that opportunity, see how he develops and things like that. But luckily, we get one more year to watch him here.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen him play basketball, the kid can fly, man.
Yeah.
I saw a couple times, I'm going, what's he doing? Boom! boom.
Yeah.
I mean, he can play, and you know what? He can shoot. He can rebound. I think he could have played college basketball. If
that's what he wanted to do, yeah. If that was his sport, was basketball, that I'm sure that's what he could have done if he really wanted to. But, he's a pretty good football player, too.
And the trivia question is, he played his freshman year at Rockford Lutheran. He was in the backfield. No, he wasn't. Did they ever get together?
No, because he'd be a year behind him there.
That's right. So, but they would have had James Robinson and Demry Croft in there, and I know that makes a lot of people salivate at Lutheran.
I'm sure right now people at Lutheran say, man, if we could have Demry as a senior and Robinson as a junior.
Oh, good.
That'd be quite the backfield.
Thanks for getting up, Demry. I know it was early for you. Hey, Stateline Sports Hour continues. Kayla Stewart's up next here on News Talk 1440 WROK.